Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Shawn here with Manly Made Minute. Today I'm going to make a full card with full transparency. I've never done this before. I'm going to watercolor and I want to do a card that I got some inspiration from a lady that I found on Instagram. I had to write it down because I want to give her full credit. This is not my design. It's Polly Hill 313. I will link this down in the description below. I've also been watching a ton of watercolor videos and I'm just intrigued. Never drawn anything. I've got the watercolor pencil, so I've done that. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to do watercolor, and I just want to do some freehand stuff. And I've been watching a ton. I'm like, I can do this. I can seriously do this. Lisa Hedrick with Gina K Designs has given me some huge inspiration. So I watched a ton of videos, but when I saw Polly Hills, I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this because it looked so easy, so simple. Like. It can't be that hard. So, full transparency, I've not even tried this. I'm going to show you because I've bought some watercolors. I literally just opened them and unpackaged them. I haven't even tried them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try out this design freehand so you guys can see this firsthand with my first attempt at doing this. So yeah, I'm a little nervous because I usually edit all this stuff out. I'm going to do very little editing unless I need to cut and paste something in there, but you're going to see this for the first time. So if this turns out, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, I can say I tried. So let's take a look at what I'm going to use for today and kind of show you my brand new set. So I got this on Amazon. I put some feelers out there on some card groups that I'm on Facebook, and this came highly recommended by several people just as a beginner set. I didn't want to invest a lot of money in case I just really can't do this and I didn't like it, so I got this. This is by Mealing, and this is, I just opened these and unpackaged them so you can see they're not even used, they're super clean still. But a lot of colors in this set for, like, I think I paid 25 bucks for this, 30 bucks for this on Amazon. I accidentally bought two sets, so I kept this one. I thought I might as well keep it. But this is what it looks like when it comes packaged. I did get a watercolor pen with it. And this, sorry, they kind of fell out here, but they come with the papers on them. So I took the stickers and papers all off in the same order they were packaged, and I kept them in this same order. So then I'm also using today some Canson watercolor paper. I bought Fabriano, I think it is, and Canson. Highly recommended by everybody that I put feelers out on these Facebook groups. So I thought, I'm going to try it. Here we go. So let's go for this. So what this design was, if you look at the link, it's got kind of a rainbow wash going up, and then some splatter, and then you make some little flowers out of the splatter, and then just make the stems really quick, and then I think she might have splattered some white on the bottom if I remember. So it can't be that hard, right? So let's just dig in and give this a try. I'm going to throw my face up here for you guys so you can kind of see my face reaction as I do this. And here we go. All right. So what we're supposed to do first, I have made this Canson paper oversized from what I want because I'm going to cut it down to size to put on my card front, okay? Then I just taped the very edge of this down. It's nice and flat and tight. This is a leftover piece of countertop from when I redid my craft room. It's IKEA countertop. It's about 12 inches wide by what is this, 22 inches, 24 inches in length, and so I have a video on this on where I use some bricks and this to flatten cards. I also use this to do my, I thought I could keep this to do watercolor and some other media on, just to have another surface instead of my nice countertop below. Okay, so my understanding, in her directions, because there was directions on this one, wet this down first, then we do some splatter at the bottom and swipe this up, let that dry. That's where I'm going to cut my video, just to dry this and then come back to do the splatter and the flowers. Okay, so I've got my dishes of water here, just right at the edge of my countertop. I did 3 just in case they get dirty, because I've watched Lisa Hetrick where some of her water gets dirty and she gets some of that color on there. So I did 3 just so I wouldn't have to go back and forth to the bathroom. Alright, I'm just going to wet this down really, really good. I think for mine, I'm going to do some blues, reds, orange, and maybe a little yellow. Alright. It's pretty good and saturated wet. Now I don't have a fan brush or anything like that, so I think I'm just going to use an older brush that I use on like brushing other stuff. It's kind of fanned out, and so it's not in the best of shape. Actually, it's a little stiff, but we're gonna try this. It's just, I know this one's kind of ruined, and I probably should get like a fan brush or something to do the little like splattery stuff. But I'm gonna get this good and wet. I haven't even wet these down yet. Okay, so we're gonna get these wet. I'm gonna go blue here first. I'm not gonna go in rainbow order. I'm just like she did in her video, because I just like that not looking so rainbowish. So I'm going to start with a blue, and I think I'm going to go kind of a middle-ish blue, not too light, not too dark. So I think I'm going to go more of this navy-ish kind of blue. So we're just going to get this good and wet. And first, and I know, like, let's just do this. Like, they put them up here on their surfaces. Now I did see a video, I didn't have a chance to do this before this one, that if it groups like this, you can put toothpaste down and then wipe it off, and supposedly then it spreads out more. I didn't have a chance to do that because I thought, let's just try it without. So I'm just getting this good and wet. And I need it good and gloppy so I can splatter. So I'm just take and splatter this one right here. And then rinse. And I'm going to do red next. And I'm just going to do kind of a fire engine-y, burnt-y kind of red. And mine's getting a little more gloppy than her video. I'm using the same water because I'm just splattering. Okay, so then we're going to do some orange, and I'm keeping that burnt kind of, not too bright kind of feel. And I'd probably get, I guess it's my brush too, I'd probably get a little more splattery if I had a better brush to splatter with. I'm going to throw a little purple in there, I think. I don't know what this one looks like. Let's look. It's a deeper reddish, purpley red. So we're going to go this one. And then I'm going to put, I think, actually I'm going to put this one on the end, and I'm going to put purple in the middle. And I'm trying to work fast because I don't want this to dry either. We're just going to go a good old purple here in the middle. Like so. Alright, I'm going to take my same big brush that I used to wet this with. I'm going to re-wet it actually, and then just draw this stuff up. Like so. I might pick up a little more blue on that one. I'm kind of digging that actually. I'm surprising myself because I thought I was going to wash it all off. So I'm going to add a little more red on this, and then brush that red up, and then I think I'm going to leave it. I just want a little more saturation of the red, so I'm going to throw a little more red right in there. And just brush that up. It's kind of running in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to dry this with my heat tool. I don't have a heat tool. I just have one of the embossing heat guns. I need to get one of the other ones. So I'm going to dry this. We're going to cut here. I'll dry this. I'll be back so I can splatter and get these flowers in there. All right. So far, so good. So hang on tight. Okay, I'm back. It's pretty dry. It started to warp just a little bit as I'm drawing it, and I'm just giving like my feedback as my first time kind of doing this this is the Canson paper. It's a lot more pastel-y than in my head, because in hers it's more deeper, darker, kind of, you know, something moody. I'm going to throw a little bit more of the darker red and maybe a little bit of green on this. Do this one more time, dry it, and then we're going to try this. So, okay. So I'm just going to re-wet just slightly, because I'm not sure, like, if you keep wetting this, it looks like it's going to run again. So I just want a little bit in there. Okay. And I just little dab off with that. All right, let's just throw that deeper red. And that was over here. And I'm going to splatter this on kind of in the one side and green on the other, and just blend this up. Now I'm getting a little more splattery. I'm going to go kind of a dark, deep green. And when I was taking these stickers off, I got like halfway off, and I was like, I should have probably looked at what these colors were. Okay, swipe up. Ooh, there's some depth and deepness in that. Let's just go a little more of that, little more green. That got. I'm gonna move one green over just to kind of see. There we go. That's moody. I say that because I think Polly had put something about moody and her soul or something on her picture, and I was like, I like that. I want moody. I want something moody. This has got some mood to it. Okay, I'm gonna dry this. I'm happy where this is at. We're gonna try some flowers next. So let me dry this, and I'll be right back. Don't leave on me. Okay, I'm back. I switched my little inlay cam so you can see my face just a little bit better. I dried it. I did dab some off with my paper towel because it was getting a little like running this way, and I wanted it more this way, so I just dabbed because I've seen Lisa Hetrick do that. So I'm like, got my tool. So I did that. Took a little bit of the color, went back, you know, but still got some depth to it. So I'm going to keep it there. Now I want. Instead of red flowers like the one in the video, because hers was much darker, I'm going to go a little lighter on my flower. So I'm going to do some pink. The pinks that I've got here are more shimmer pink. There isn't necessarily like a pink up here, so I'm going to go with, I think, this middle shimmer pink. It's a little brighter, so those pop a little bit, and then I'll just use either a brown or a light green for my stems that we do down. Okay, so I'm just going to splatter this all over, and then we're going to use some of those big splatters to make some flowers. And I'll use one of these. I'll probably use my little medium brush that I have. Okay, so we're going to load this up like I did the other ones, get this good and wet, and get some color drawn up on that. I'm just kind of looking at the color. Get it good and wet, because I want some good splatter on this. And I'm assuming these shimmers might be a little more translucent too. Alright, here we go. So then we just go and pick some of these to make flowers out of. I want some good splatter. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Alright, let's just get my medium brush here wet. This one kind of comes to a little point so I can draw. Now we just take some of these and here we go. Let's give this a shot. Alright, so we just take and we'll just draw some flowers off of these. I think this might be a little too translucent, so I'm just going to add as I need to add. How's that? It's not bad, right? Again, first try, so give me some confidence here. It's not too bad for first try, right? Like, and this is seriously, like, honest. Pinky swear, first try. We're gonna maybe do a little big one here, since I got the splatter for it. And actually, I've seen them do like the down pedals, which I think I just started, so I'm gonna try a down pedal here. I think I have to admit I'm a little surprising myself that I feel like I'm doing it. Some of my splatters aren't the greatest, so I'm picking up from my tray just a little extra color. And then we'll probably do some little dots or browns or something in the middle of these to make the centers. So the paints themselves, I feel are pretty decent. Now again, I don't have anything to compare it to, so I'm just kind of making like a little field of flowers, really, and just kind of going with what I feel where one should go. This might be one of those hang on the fridge kind of look what I did in school kind of picture. We'll see. I feel like, okay, so my brushes are cheap. My brushes are like, you know, a $10 pack at Michael's kind of thing for some cheapies, because it's, again, first time doing this, right? So I didn't want to spend a lot of money until I figured this out, but I can tell right now even the brushes make a difference. They really make a difference. I'm almost feeling like I'm about where I want to be with the flowers, I think. We're going to go one more kind of right in here. I didn't get splatter in here, so we'll just add one in here. Alright, so now I want to take and just add some dots in there. I feel like I need to dry this so that it doesn't wash. So anyway, I was just saying, this might be one of those proud moments of just hanging on the fridge for a little bit, and this might be a card for a friend that will sympathize with me, saying this was my first time doing this. But we'll see how this end result is. Feel free to comment. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Feel free to comment on maybe what your favorite watercolor is, maybe your first experience. Do you liked it? Have you ever tried it? You're not going to hurt my feelings if you're like, hey, nice try, but try this because this is a better way to do it or something. Yeah, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Okay, I'm going to pick up a little bit of brown and just do some little centers. That's a coffee-ish brown. I'm trying to see what these browns look like. There we go. I guess that's more of a chocolatey brown. Alright, I'm just going to do like little dabs and dots in these centers here. Trying to get that to a point. I'm not sure this is working. Light hand. It feels like a light hand. Very light hand, and let it dry. I'm gonna say first try, I'd give myself a C plus maybe. Okay, let's while that's drying, I'm gonna get my little stems in there. While I'm waiting for those to dry, then I'll dry it all together, and then probably put one last little splatter of a different color in there just to kind of blend this out some. All right, I might do like a green, but I want like a stemmy color green, not too greeny. That's kind of a deeper green. I think I like that one. And these ones were just drawn in, almost like I did with those dots, but just a little drier it seemed like. So okay, this one I might not be the best at. So it seemed like a light hand, like a really light stroke and quick. So I'll start, because you got to kind of go in between a little bit too. So I'll just start here and swipe. It's hard to get just the light little stroke on there. I probably tend to be heavy-handed most of the time anyway, so I'm feeling not too bad about this actually. I'm tempted to throw a little dark red on the edges. I just don't want to ruin it. I think I'm gonna take a little bit. I'm just gonna take a little bit dry. I'm gonna dry this first. Let me dry because I want to just almost like I'm drying this on versus a water, but I'm using the watercolor. So let me dry this. Be right back. Okay, I've dried it. I'm going to take that deep red that I was using before, this one here. Yep, that one there. And I changed to a smaller brush. This one was in little rough shape, so I'm going to kind of roll it to try to get to a point again. And I'm going to just draw a little bit of these petals out. And I'm just going to draw some of this color off because I just don't want it too heavy. And I'm just rolling just to get that to a point actually. Okay, really light. We're going to try the light hand thing again. Like I tried with the stems. And I'm just going to random. This is just, I don't think I'm going to do even every petal. I'm just going to throw some color in there. So I'm going to turn my face cam off so you're not looking at the top of my head as I do this. And we'll give this a shot. Okay. So I'm just going to do some like random petals in here. Actually, I'm gonna keep tracing. I'm actually kind of liking this. So, like I was saying before, feel free to comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Would be just curious on everybody's thoughts on watercoloring. I've just seen and I've been watching it a ton, and it's just intrigued me. And it's just a medium I thought I wanted to try. And this looked like the easiest design to try for the first time. I think it's just getting over just doing it, right? And then trying something the next time. I think I'm okay with this. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some white splatter on here. I feel like I just want to soften this down just a little bit. And I have some of this, I've seen other people use it, this titanium white acrylic Amsterdam ink. And so I'm gonna just throw some up on here. I know this dries and stains quite a bit, so I'll have to wipe that up relatively quick. But we're going to give this one a shot to splatter on here. So I'm just going to clean my brush really good. We're going to throw some of this up on here and then just give this some brightness of some white. And I know this stuff is pretty runny, so I mean it's pretty runny, but it's thick. So I'm going to just give this some heavy towards the bottom and bring it up towards the top. This stuff I know takes a while to dry. I think I'm actually gonna not do so bad with this. I think I'm good. That's good. Okay, let me just wipe this up before that dries up and you can't get it off. I'm going to, this white takes a while to dry. I'm going to dry this, so I'm going to cut and dry. I'll be back because then we're gonna just throw this on some cardstock and see how this looks on a card for a final like thumbs up, yay, indifferent, or a thumbs down, try again. So I'll be back after I give this a dry. All right, my card is dry. I've got my base. I'm going to throw this on a card just to kind of see how this looks for my first watercolor mini / not quite Picasso painting. All right, so I did a 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 black matte. That's pretty much going to cover almost all of my card with just a little white border on there. Then I'm going to do a 5 by 3 3/4, cut this out and lay over top. So I just have a nice little edge of black to make this hopefully pop off that black. I decided to do black just to make it pop rather than maybe get a color in the background. I could have did maybe a lavender-ish or even a pink, even a green, but I'm gonna go basic black on this first try. So we're gonna cut this down to 5 3 3/4 and get that layered on there, and then we're gonna throw a greeting on there. The greeting I decided to do, I pulled out my Gina K Autumn Silhouettes stamp set. I found a greeting in here that I just thought was perfect for this painting. May all your weeds be wild flowers. And I just thought that was really fitting. So let's throw that greeting on there once we get this cut, and then get this assembled and see how this turned out. So let me cut this down, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've cut this down, and I just tried to space this out a little bit the best I could. I had this at 6 by 5, so I had enough painting space, and then I thought I'd cut it down. So I just kind of, as I trimmed this, evened it out to 5 inches by 3 3/4. So before I glue this together, let's throw our stamp on here and see where a good spot to stamp this. Just basic black. I'm going to use archival black to do our greeting. Again, greeting is out of Gina K Autumn Silhouettes stamp set. And I got some good kind of dead space, like right up in here, I think, versus over top of that stuff. So this will fill here really nicely. And let me just grab my T-square to keep that straight. Pardon my head if my head gets in here. I think that's pretty good, and I actually think that's in a decent spot. Alright, let's stamp. Now I haven't used this stamp yet, so let's just give it a little prime. Simple black, so it'll match that background. Words are kind of small on this one. I mean, not too small, but I'm not going to give it a lot of pressure so I don't smush my greeting. And I'll just do that again. One more. Those little words here up on top, these little ones need a little extra love on this top row here. All right. Hallmark or not Hallmark? Good for handmade? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Give me some feedback. Would love to hear everyone's opinion. I got tough skin. I can take it. But I think for my first try, I think it's pretty darn good. I'm really happy with it. So this will just be a nice little card to send to somebody. This is probably going to end up being a little bit, hopefully this isn't too long of a video. Oop. Alright, and we'll throw this onto my card base. Well, if you've made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you sticking through it here with me and seeing if I could actually pull this off and how that final result is. It's a first time. First time for everything though, right? Especially with cards. I feel like if it's a mistake, you can either cover it up with something or it's handmade. So whoever's getting it, it's handmade. Deal with it, right? Hopefully they appreciate the time and effort and stuff that you put into it. Wow, wow, wow. I think in the camera, this looks pretty darn good. So this is my card. First time with watercolor and a little stamp on there. May all your weeds be flowers. So let's go back up here and finish this off. So thank you everyone so much for sticking around. Let's just take one last look. Good? Good? Is it picture worthy for a prize? I'm going to link my inspiration to this. I will attach Lisa Hetrick. She's been a huge inspiration for me watching a lot of her videos for this. Again, truly, I swear to you, first time using watercolors in this form. I've used the watercolor pencils and stamped something and colored it in a stamp. Nothing freehand like this, so I'm looking at it kind of in a proud moment. So go for it. If you're scared, just go for it and see what you come up with. So if this is your first time, thank you so much. Go and make sure you hit these links, the like, subscribe button, and get notified with that bell next time I post my next video. I try to post a card as much as I can every Thursday. Every other Saturday I have a Scrappy Short series, and every Monday I have a Manly Made Minutes Monday Moment. If you are not new here and you keep coming back and haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Make a comment or two, that helps me out. Plus it just gives me some inspiration that I'm on the right track and giving you guys stuff that you want, and that I'm learning along the way with all of you. So again, thank you so much, and until next time, I'll see you then.